Hi there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another video. Gabi here, your favorite sassy big sister, ready to break down the law of assumption so that it can change your life and make it make sense to you. Really quickly, for those of you who don't know me, I'm a master NLP practitioner, an EFT coach, a mindset shifting coach, a cognitive behavioral coach, as well as a law of assumption coach here at Create Your Future. And today we are diving deep into a very important question asked from a subscriber. And the reason why I think this question is going to resonate with all of you is because it's been coming up a lot in my sessions lately. So grab your coffee, your tea, your wine, your beer, no judgment here, and get ready for this incredible transformation. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on new content that can totally shift your mindset. And if you are looking for a free course to get rid of your blocks, go ahead and check that out in the description box below. All right, let's get started. So I had a subscriber, and I just want to pull this up, who left a comment with a question on one of my short videos. So I wanted to just share this with you. Gabi, I love your videos and you're so inspirational. I was wondering how I can get back to natural feeling of my power. I've been trying to manifest my SP for 1.5 years, and my biggest problem is my head. Like when I try to relax and decide that my SP is already mine, my mind doesn't agree with it. It starts to spiral. I'm getting anxiety, I'm feeling depressed. I tried different techniques to focus on me and my self-concept, but it's like nothing makes me happy anymore. I would rather let go of my SP, but my mind doesn't allow me to do this. I'm very tired of myself. How do I make my mind listen to what I've decided? So this comes up in a ton of my sessions and has come up, quite frankly, in quite a few sessions this week. So I really wanted to address this. First, to that subscriber, thank you for being honest. I want you to know, for those of you who have felt this way and thought these thoughts, you're not broken. You're not bad at manifesting. You're not losing your power. You're just tired because you've been fighting your 3D human mind for so long. So I'm going to walk you through how to stop fighting. In this video, I'm going to show you why your mind is spiraling even though you've decided that your SP is already yours, why trying harder is actually making things worse for you right now, and how to get your peace back and get your power back. So we're going to use Neville's Law of Assumption teachings, plus I'm going to share with you a little bit of cognitive behavioral and NLP practices to get through this, okay? So stay with me and take a deep breath. Here we go. First, let's validate this experience. You said, specifically, subscriber, I've decided that my SP is already mine. My mind doesn't agree. I feel anxiety and depression, and nothing makes me happy anymore. These three things are telling me that your nervous system is dysregulated. As a matter of fact, you're probably feeling like you're in survival mode, not romance mode, not creative imagination mode, but survival mode. And when you are in survival mode, your body, your human body hears, I'm in danger. And if your body thinks that you're in danger, it doesn't care about love or romance or creation or your power. It cares about control. So what it does is it begins to obsess. It begins to loop. It begins to spiral. It needs proof. It needs evidence. It checks, and it's worrying, right? This is important for you to know because you're not failing at assuming. Your body itself isn't regulated and it doesn't feel safe. That is fixable. Let's talk about this. First, let's clear up a very common misconception around Neville. Neville says to assume the feeling of wish fulfilled, live in the end, embody the state. He did not say scream at the top of your lungs, they're mine, they're mine, they're mine, while you're internally shaking. He didn't say bully your mind into believing that this is your thoughts anymore. He said, relax into the state of already having it. So the work is not repeat the affirmation louder. The work is calm the body enough that the state that you're looking for feels believable. Because you can't sit in the state of feeling chosen, loved, and secure if your nervous system is at DEFCON 1. You just can't. Does that make sense? All right, good. Let's watch how we do this. We're going to regulate before we start reassuming our intentions. Step 1 is not visualizing them. It's regulating you. Okay? So a little bit of cognitive behavioral here and nervous system basics. When the spiral starts and you start thinking, what if I don't get them? What if I'm alone? It's not working. Instead of arguing with those thoughts, you're going to label it out loud, very simply, like this. That is an anxiety thought. That is my fear talking. That is not truth. That is a symptom of being dysregulated. Why? Why do we name it? Because the moment you name it, you create distance, you create detachment. You are no longer swimming in that thought, you are observing it, and that drops the intensity. Then I want you to breathe. You're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 2, breathe out slow for 6 to 8 counts. A long exhale tells your body, I'm safe. You have to get out of panic before you can touch anything regarding creation, okay? You don't manifest from panic. We manifest from being regulated and calm, okay? So I want you to say this with me right now. I am safe in my body in this moment. I am safe in my body in this moment. That is your primary step. When you are spiraling, when your body is at DEFCON 1 and your brain is just going and going and going, step 1 is to calm and regulate. Not your SP, it is to calm and regulate. Now what we're going to do is we're going to neutralize the lie that that little voice in your brain is telling you, okay? So what we're going to do is your brain is giving you this all or nothing story. If I don't have them now, I'm losing them forever. If I'm not happy right now, I'll never be happy. If I'm not seeing evidence in my 3D right now, then it's not happening and I'm not getting my manifestation. That story is what's creating this feeling of depression, this feeling of anxiety, and that story is exhausting you. You're going to answer that story with this simple statement. I don't actually know that. That's not actually a real thought. I don't really know. That's just a panicked version of me saying these things. You can say that. I don't actually know that. That's just the panic version. You don't need to force positive thinking. You're going to interrupt fake disaster thinking. Your brain has gone to the worst case scenario. You need to interrupt that thought pattern. This alone will lower your panic. It will help to regulate your central nervous system, and it will make it easier for you to assume your intentions or your affirmations. Now, what we're going to do is choose our state, okay? So this is Neville timer right here, okay? Assumption is not about begging for them. Assumption is it's already done. So how do I feel now that it's done? That is a state, okay? And so what we want to do is we're going to build our state in a way that our body can actually hold it. So we're going to close our eyes and we're going to ask ourselves, if the version of me who is already chosen, already loved, already secure, were sitting here right now, how would she be breathing? How would she be breathing right now in this moment? Not what would she be doing a year from now, but right now in this moment, how would she breathe? Do that breath. It's calm, it's even, it's regulated, okay? How would her shoulders sit? Drop them. You would be calm. You'd be at ease, okay? What would her face feel like? Would it be soft? Would it be calm? Would you feel a warmth over you? Do that face. That is embodiment. That is the law of assumption. That is identity level work, moving yourself into the version of you who already has your desire. It's not, do they text me at 3:17 p.m.? It's, I'm already the woman, the version of me who is loved. And then let your body match that right now for 30 seconds at a time. That's all you need to do. That is sustainable. That is how you get back to your natural creative power. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you how to lock this in with an NLP anchor. So while you're in that calm, I'm loved, I'm chosen state, your shoulders are down, your jaw is loose, your breathing is slow and even. I want you to lightly touch two fingers together. You can do your thumb and your pointer finger or your thumb and your middle finger. That physical touch becomes your anchor. Okay? And when you are teaching your body with an anchor, when I touch these two fingers, I go back to chosen, loved, and safe. I go back to chosen, loved, and safe. Do this several times a day. Get into this state for just 30 seconds. Touch your fingers together and breathe like the chosen version. Drop your shoulders like the chosen version. Have a soft jaw like the chosen version. And after a few days, you can fire that anchor, literally touch it, and your nervous system will start to remember safety faster and faster. And you will start to feel more regulated quicker and quicker. And the spiraling will decrease. You'll start to notice that you won't have as many episodes throughout the day. And instead of chasing the feeling of being the version of you who's already chosen and loved and desired, you can call it up. And that is your power. Now, I want you to listen to me carefully because I love you and I'm not going to lie to you. You said, I'm tired of myself. This sentence is concerning because that sentence is telling me you see yourself as the enemy. You cannot bully yourself into being loved. You cannot shame yourself into being chosen. You cannot drag yourself and then expect to feel like I am the prize. Okay? Self-rejection and the story that you are loved cannot coexist. So from now on, I'm tired of myself becomes I'm tired of the anxiety. I'm tired of the frustration. I'm tired of the spiral. I'm tired of the worry. I'm tired of the checking the 3D. And I'm choosing something softer. I'm choosing to regulate myself. I'm choosing to calm myself. I'm choosing to call up the state of feeling chosen and loved and empowered. Separate you from the spiral. You are not the problem. The unmanaged spiral, the anxiety, that is the problem. And we just showed you that is fixable. Okay. So your homework for all of you watching this is to do this every day for 7 days. Every day for 7 days. Okay. In the morning, couple of minutes, breathe slow, long exhale and tell your body, I am safe. Step into the state of I am already chosen. I am already loved. Relax your shoulders, anchor it, touch your thumb and your middle finger together and hold that feeling of being the version of you who is loved, of feeling the softness and feeling the ease. Okay? When the panic thought hits you, I want you to say, that is anxiety talking. That is not my truth. Breathe out slow, use your anchor, and re-enter your chosen state. Do this, and it becomes a habit. This habit becomes your mental diet. Okay? Now, listen, something that Neville would love for you to do, and a technique that you can absolutely utilize during this process, is before you go to bed for just a couple of minutes, in bed before you fall asleep, imagine from the end, not toward the end. So you're not imagining them coming back someday. You're not imagining them reconciling. You're imagining you and them already together, and you're remembering the feeling of peace. Like, yeah, of course we're together. That's normal. Notice the vibe. It's calm. It's obvious. It's boring almost. That's the state that you want. You want it to feel normal, love that is secure and not dramatic. It's relaxed. Fall asleep in that feeling, okay? Lastly, you said nothing makes me happy anymore. And I need to say this part because I care about not just all of my clients and subscribers, but all of you as humans. Not You are not just a manifesting story, okay? If you are feeling depressed to the point that you're losing interest in anything, please talk to someone, seek help in real life, okay? That level of emotional fatigue is heavy and you deserve support, all right? Getting mental health support does not cancel your power, it protects it. So just know that. And then I'm going to leave you with this. Your mind is loud right now because it thinks love is in danger. You calm your mind by showing it that you are already safe and you are chosen. You're not chasing, you're not begging, you're not forcing, you're choosing. So I want you to say this out loud with me, these intentions. I am the version of me who is loved. I'm the version of me who is safe to receive love. I move like it's already done. That is your job. Not micromanaging the 3D, not watching the phone, not timing their messages, not counting the days from the last time you heard them or saw them. Your job only, your only job is to choose the state. Return to the state. It doesn't matter how long you stay in that state. Neville himself said that. It's about how frequently you return to it. So keep returning to it. The more often you sit in, of course I'm loved, the faster your outer world conforms and matches it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is everyone you pushed out. That is law of assumption. So know this. I love you. Rest your shoulders, touch your anchor. You're not losing it. You're remembering it. And just know that if you need help, I'm here. We're all here. You can book a session with us and we will get right down to it with you. Okay? It's time for you to step back into your power. So if you love this video and it resonated with you, go ahead and drop me a dinosaur emoji in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and don't forget to subscribe to hear more sassy, no-nonsense coaching. And go ahead and drop a comment below. Tell me what you're manifesting right now. I really love reading your comments. Stay fierce and stay fabulous. And remember, you are the creator of your own reality. You make the rules. So make it work for you. Have fun.